Before your first breath, before your body was even formed, there was a meeting. Not in a courtroom, not in a temple, but in the timeless space your soul calls home. There, you sat with guides, with teachers, with aspects of yourself that remember what you're here for. And in that place, you agreed. You agreed to lessons, you agreed to challenges, you agreed to encounters that would feel like destiny, you agreed to things you would later resist, deny, and even curse. But you also agreed to breakthroughs, to miracles, to moments of awakening that would shatter your illusions and remind you of who you really are. This is the hidden truth. Your life is not random. Every pattern, every heartbreak, every mysterious pull in your heart, it all points back to the soul contract you signed before entering this world. Today we are going to dive into what you forgot you agreed to. Part 1. What soul contracts really are. A soul contract is not a document. It's not written in ink, it's written in energy. It's a blueprint you designed before stepping into this human life. You chose your family and its dynamics, the lessons you would face through love, loss, and survival, the talents and gifts you would awaken to, even the wounds that would push you toward healing. Why? Because Earth is a school, and in this school, no lesson is learned through theory. It's learned through experience. Your soul didn't come here for comfort. It came here for growth. That's why your contract is filled with agreements that stretch you, test you, and ultimately transform you. Part 2. Why you chose this path. When the human mind looks at pain, it asks, why me? But when the soul looks at pain, it says, this is what I chose to evolve. You didn't choose betrayal because you wanted to suffer. You chose it because it would force you to learn boundaries, self-love, and forgiveness. You didn't choose loss because you enjoy grief. You chose it because it opens the heart, it humbles the ego, and it awakens compassion. You didn't choose obstacles because you wanted failure. You chose them to awaken strength, resilience, and creativity. Every lesson in your life is a teacher your soul invited. And until you remember this, you will think life is punishing you. But in truth, life is teaching you. Part 3. The people written into your contract. Not everyone in your life came by accident. Some souls volunteered to play roles in your story, roles that are not always easy. There are the catalysts, people who enter briefly but alter your direction forever. The challengers, people who test you, trigger you, and push you to grow. The allies, people who remind you of your worth and walk beside you. The mirrors, people who reflect your wounds or your greatness back to you. The lover who broke your heart, the friend who betrayed you, the mentor who guided you, the stranger whose words changed your perspective. None of them were random. When you recognize that relationships are contracts, you stop labeling them good or bad. You begin to see them as sacred agreements. Part 4. Challenges are sacred assignments. Most people believe challenges mean they're cursed, unlucky, or forgotten by the universe. But the truth is, your soul requested them. Every hardship carries a hidden intention. Financial struggles may teach you self-worth beyond money. Illness may teach you presence and empathy. Repeating toxic relationships may teach you to value yourself. Challenges are not punishments, they are initiations. Each one asks, will you remember your power or will you forget again? And every time you choose to rise, you fulfill part of your contract. Part 5. How to recognize your contracts. You may not consciously remember signing your soul contracts, but you can feel them. They reveal themselves through repetition. When the same lesson keeps showing up, it's part of your contract. Intensity. When a relationship feels magnetic, karmic, or fated. Synchronicities. Numbers, symbols, or chance encounters guiding you. Callings. That deep inner pull toward a mission or path you can't ignore. These are not coincidences. They are reminders. They whisper, this is part of the agreement. Part 6. free will within destiny. Soul contracts don't mean you're trapped. You always have free will. Think of it like this. Your contract is the destination, but the path is yours to choose. You can take the long road or the short road. You can resist or surrender. You can learn through struggle or through awareness. The destination is non-negotiable, but the journey is flexible. This is why your choices matter. They determine how gracefully you move through your contract. Part 7. Remembering what you agreed to your amnesia is not a mistake. If you remembered everything, the lessons would lose their power, but you can awaken to pieces of the contract. Ways to remember. Sit in silence and ask your soul, what did I come here to learn? Journal your repeating patterns and ask, what are they trying to teach me? Pay attention to your dreams and intuitive nudges. Reflect on your pain. What wisdom has it carved into you? The truth is, your life has been leaving breadcrumbs the whole time. Part 8. Completing and rewriting contracts. Not every contract is lifelong. Some complete when the lesson is integrated. Others can be rewritten when growth occurs faster than expected. You can sense a contract is ending when the same lesson no longer triggers you. A relationship feels complete without bitterness. You feel a sudden shift in purpose. Releasing contracts doesn't require ritual, only clarity and intention. You can say, I honor this lesson, and I now release this agreement. Because while your soul made agreements, it also gave you the power to evolve beyond them. Part 9. Living aligned with your soul. The real power of knowing about soul contracts is not in analyzing every detail, but in living aligned with them. When you accept challenges as teachers, when you see relationships as sacred, when you trust the unseen guidance of your life, you step into flow. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, how is this happening for me? That shift is freedom. That shift is awakening. You are not lost. You are not being punished. You are fulfilling a plan your soul created with infinite wisdom. Yes, you forgot, but forgetting was part of the design. And now you are remembering. You are remembering that your pain has purpose. You are remembering that your relationships are agreements. You are remembering that even your greatest challenges are sacred assignments. This life is not random. It's not meaningless. It is your soul's masterpiece. And as you hear these words, a deeper truth stirs within you. You agreed to this, you chose this, and you are strong enough to fulfill it.